Welcome to another episode of Paddleboard Places, where we take you to places all across the country. You can paddleboard or kayak, and we'll show you where to go, where to park, where to launch, and what to do.
And how much it might cost.
And how much it might cost.
And all the fun things you'll see.
Oh yeah. Today, where are we?
We are in the Florida Keys. We're in Tavernier, just south of Key Largo.
Yep.
Probably a third of the way down the Keys, maybe?
Yeah, probably that far.
Not that
and
far.
We're going on a mangrove paddleboard to go through mangroves, which should be pretty fun. We've done that once before. Where were we? Cancun?
Yep, we signed up for a tour today.
Yeah, so we've got a tour guide, and it should be a good time. We hope you enjoy the show.
Our mangrove tour was south of Key Largo, just off of Highway 1. Okay, here we see kayak. keykayak.com.
We're at Florida Keys Paddleboard and Kayak, and so from the parking lot you just walk through here. You've got paddleboards you can pick from here and kayaks over there in the back. Pretty easy. You walk them down the dock, and then we're going to launch right over here behind this boat.
Looks like we have a play.
Launches right here from this dock. They let the kayakers go first, and then paddleboarders, and you go out and away you go. I'm getting ready to launch, and a lizard wants to get on my board, but I don't think I'm going to ride with him. That's pretty cool. Awesome. There's another one in the tree. Look at how big that is. That's very cool. Okay, Allison's launching in the corner, and we're getting on our way. This is where we line up to get going. Against the back in here. And we head this way. So you go through this little marina and out to the mangroves.
Look at that big heron. Okay, we're in a little tour group, and they are learning how to kayak.
We got a little time to practice before we get serious. So.
I think this will be our calmest water of the day.
And here's the path straight out to the mangroves. How we doing, hon?
Hello, little iguana. You see him?
We have a crazy tour guide. We're going to tell you. So we used Key Largo Kayak and Paddle for our tour. $65 each. And that's in March of 2024. So pretty good deal. It's great to have a tour guide. You have a guided tour guide and your paddleboard rental or kayak rental. It's a good deal. And the mangroves, you probably want a tour guide, wouldn't you think? I mean, it'd be easy to get lost in there. It's pretty dense. So.
Okay, we came out of the little canal. We hung a left. We're gonna go under the bridge. Watch out for boats. Here we go. If you get hungry along the way, you can stop and have lunch or dinner. We had dinner here last night. It's called Habanos on the creek.
Awesome place.
It was really good. Fun, honey?
Oh yeah. We're still not in the mangroves yet. You got to go quite a distance.
Oh, we're on the edge.
We're getting there.
Oh, we could have gone.
Not into the depths. So
John wants to get lost in the forest.
Deep coverage.
There's a big group in front of us.
Okay, it's kind of a quick right turn down this path. We're looking forward to jumping in there and getting up close and personal with the mangroves.
Big group ahead of us.
Yeah, big group. We're gonna let them get a little distance and give you a first-hand experience here in Florida, Key Largo.
Without the mangroves, the Keys wouldn't be here, right? The hurricanes would just blow it away, right? So here it's a protected species.
Music from Jimmy back there. He's just having a great time. John's off looking for crocodiles. Jimmy told us they can be seen here, but not very often. So we're hoping we don't see any.
There's one right by your little fish here.
A lot of fish.
A lot of like.
It's just beautiful. Fun to learn about the mangroves.
Okay, we're having a good time. You're down on your knees the whole time, but It's pretty
We
cool.
can stand up
We
right
love
here.
it. So yeah, we got a part where we can stand up. It's gonna be good. Somebody almost ran into a tree branch because she's going on the corner too tight. This is cool. I'd say what, we got like 2 or 3 feet. You want to be down on your board and pulling the mangroves to get you where you want to go. It's a good experience. I'm trying not to get stabbed. Oh. I'm good now. I'm good.
So cool.
We are in the depths of it and enjoying the view, the fish, and my kayaker right here knocking me over. It's a good time though. It's just beautiful. Totally covered over top. Can barely see the blue sky out there. It's just like a tunnel of trees and a calm body of water. You're gonna love this. Now we're in a spot that's definitely single file, and it's probably 5-6 feet wide. You can see down the bottom, which is cool. And you're just pushing branches out of your way the whole way. One thing you want to be aware of in this body of water is that people are going both ways. So be prepared to see some people coming at you as you're going in, going out.
Really low branches right here. We have to lay down. We're playing limbo.
Oh, it's half a paddle I'm getting.
Yeah,
Yeah, getting half a
we're
paddle.
limboing.
I made it! Woo! That was a crazy experience. It was so low. I had to lay down, and it's kind of a good way to go. You just lay down and pull the branches over your head and pull you right through. This is quite the experience. It's beautiful. It's clear. Look down in there. You can see down in the water. We haven't seen a whole lot of fish, although I'm sure there are some. And yeah, it's a beautiful, very unique type of a paddle here in Key Largo, Tavernier, Florida. It's very narrow, and I'm being bumped from behind by whom? When you get to the opening, a little clearing, you might think you're good for a while, but you're not. We're going to turn this way. We're going to turn to the right and go down in there. Here we go. And we finally got out. It's finally a clearing after that. And you get to an open area. This is the end, I believe. Cruising through the mangroves, looking for fish. This is a cool little lagoon. Don't shortchange your trip. Make sure you come and look at the lagoon. It's pretty fun. This is a really cool lagoon, only a couple of feet deep, a lot of vegetation, and there's fish all over. Fish and little, they call them upside down jellyfish. He said there's some tarpon in here, and it's just cool. Just a little lagoon, pretty, and full of wildlife.
So those snowflake-like things are actually upside down jellyfish. Oh, there's one right there. You want to be careful. They can still sting you, but they're really cool.
Okay, we got approval to get started on the way back, and we're gonna have a little private tour, Allison and me. Here we go. But this lagoon, you wanna hang out and look at it. It's pretty cool. The upside down jellyfish. There's a lot of fish in here. I'm seeing some going across right there. Going back through, and Allison is demonstrating the limbo move to get under.
The tide is high right now.
Tide's high,
You might check the tide schedule.
and it might be worth going when the tide is not so high, but I think you're gonna make it.
Cool.
It is kind of cool to limbo it through here. I got a limbo. All right. One quick word of advice on the limbo. Limbo, when you lay down, make sure you're in the middle of your board, because if you're at the end of your board and you hit a branch in the front like I did, your board's going to tip up and your back's going to get full of water. It was quite the shocking surprise, but okay, our paddles are down because you can just use your hands and pull yourself through by holding on the roots. Your paddle could get you caught. It's so long, it could be too tall, too wide, and really just grabbing onto a branch and pulling yourself is easier and better. Right, honey? Look at Allison swinging through the trees. You look like, no, you don't look like Tarzan.
We are back on the main canal. Watch as you pass these canals that no boats get you. These little inlets. Lots of fun homes in here. Be fun to rent a place on here. Okay, we're coming back to the end. That took us a little over 3 hours. So granted we were with a group, was a little bit slow, but it was awesome. I bet you could do it in 2 hours without the stops and newbies if you're experienced. But it was a beautiful ride. Loved it.
This was a great paddleboarding adventure. The location, the sights, the ease of launch made this a highly rated trip. We saw a lot of nature, fish, birds, spider crabs, and more. It was so exciting going through the mangrove trees. This trip ended up with a final rating of a 9.8 out of 10.
That was mangrove forest in Key Largo, Florida, Tavernier, just south of Key Largo, and it was a blast. We had a great time. Watch out for that branch, honey. So we are moving as we film this, and that's kind of, it's a little different. Part of the adventure, yes. But you had a great time, right?
We had a great time. We went through a neighborhood first, and then out on a bigger canal, and then into the mangrove forest, and we learned a lot with our tour guide.
Yeah, and I think
awesome.
you could or couldn't take a tour guide. The beauty of a tour guide, they're going to teach you everything you need to know about the animals, the mangroves, the ecosystem, and all that. We found some people that had gotten a map and got out and did their own thing. So if you know where you're going, you're good. And the beauty of this is it's a lot of right turns, and it's fairly easy. You're going to love how dense that forest is up there.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
And until next time, keep paddling, everyone.